Hola, tú loco. Hello, Varshil here, and uh, bad leaf. Just stop coming in the frame. So, I guess this is the fifth or sixth or seventh, or I don't even know anymore. It just got the notification that I am live. Let's watch Varshil MBH live. No, I'm Varshil MBH, but this is the seventh or eighth live video for quarantine, I guess. And today something really exciting for me. Wait, let me just remove the notification. So basically, as you know, I'm setting up the big aquarium. I'm just going to wait patiently for about 30 seconds until someone comes. It usually takes around 12 minutes for some live people to come in the live stream. So most of you guys, yes, you uh, watching afterwards, and there's nothing wrong with that. Stick around because this live stream is going to have some great content even for you. It's not just live, and it's just fun. So let me wait for 30 seconds. Yes, let's just start. So, as you know, I'm getting the big tank for my bedroom and using my current big tank as a sump filter. So, I decided I'm just going to, well, basically get everything I'll need for this year except for food or anything which will rot away all at once so that I can just get, well, interesting things and for all my aquariums. So all my aquariums are benefited, and one of the huge things that I wanted to get for the saltwater aquarium is this. Wait, not this. It's this. Yeah, this, this, and some other parts. Basically, it's a protein skimmer. What does it do? So basically, a protein skimmer. Basically, well, I should stop saying basically, but basically, a protein skimmer just removes all the uneaten food. So you have to clean your tank basically half as much, do water changes half as much, and basically I should stop saying basically. Anyways, it helps me do maintenance. So for example, if I'm doing water changes every 1 week, and use in that every 1 week I'm using precious salt and some really expensive things for the saltwater aquarium. Well, not that expensive. Salt is the only thing except for water and dechlorinated I use, but salt is still expensive. So wait, let me see. audio is going with the saltwater aquarium will not that expensive. Salt is the only mute. So anyway, salt is expensive, so that's why it don't. Surya. Hi, I guess. Second person watching. Okay. I'm going to show your comment to everyone. That's just nonsense. Anyways, this is the reef octopus classic NS80, which is supposedly one of the best protein skimmers for nano tanks and something I got recommended a lot. And I see a lot of public aquariums use it, and I want my tank to basically. What's up with me saying basically lately? So, yeah, this is one of the best protein skimmers, and it's also it helps a lot and saves money in the long term. This costed me around exactly $50 or around 3,500 rupees, and that's actually pretty cheap for a protein skimmer. So we have to assemble it because I wanted to assemble it live and show you guys. I already tried it and I did have some problems, so I did some research and watched some bulk reef supply videos, and I got what the problem with tuning this protein skimmer is. But this is the skimmer's body. It, or you can also call it the neck. I call it the body. So it basically, I should stop saying basically, but it just contains a lot of foam. That's how a protein skimmer works. It contains there's this pump which is connected to an air hose. So unlike a regular pump where we just put it and the water just flows, this is specially meant for a protein skimmer. Let me see if I can just remove this without breaking it. Yeah. So, oops. This is a needle thin impeller. So, usually it's just without all these things poking out, but I have to fix this again. But all those holes take the air and mix it with water, so it creates this foam inside the aquarium which sticks to all the nasty things like poop and all what we need. The reasons why we need to do water changes. So I just put it, and this is connected here to the body or the neck. So I put this outside the tank. It sucks in air and water, creates a foam here, and water is sucked through this other area. I put this base here, and the base is actually connected to this pipe. So it sucks in all the water, and I take this nozzle which is cut in half, and put this like this. So I can control. I should stop saying basically. It's annoying me more than I'm getting annoyed by this leaf. Anyways, it's getting this limits the flow of water. I can limit the flow of air through this, and that's basically it. I can connect the top with this, so it creates a lot of foam here, and there's a lot of foam which gets, so as water is taken through this, all the debris is mixed here, and that creates a foam, which if there's enough foam, it gets taken through here, and the bubbles basically pop, and all the poop and all just land here. And just a little to see that, you might have noticed that there's a nozzle here, this one. So that nozzle is there for connecting to this tube, or just directly I can block this nozzle. It's basically there to take, if your tank has a lot of nutrients, I can basically take the extra thing and connect. I can connect this nozzle, and the extra thing just flows down to another container. Uh, and for now, I'm just going to take this and block the end with this nozzle. And that's basically it for a simple protein skimmer. Let the so let's try that in the aquariums. Or actually only the saltwater aquarium, since I forgot to mention, these tiny microscopic bubbles can only be created in something like a saltwater aquarium with dense water, and not just normal water, or where you're using RODI, or even this, or well, pure water for planted tanks or fish only normal tanks. Saltwater tanks are the only ones which can use this. I also have this base to control the height, but I feel that this is way too high and it's not working. I tried it before earlier today. was just not working, so I'm going to try with only this. Here's this extension. I'm going to put it right here, and let's take, oops, sorry, but let's take it to the fish room. Leo's pretty active today, and that's because, oh wait, the lights are off. I forgot. I just put a timer for the aquarium. So, and there's a special thing about this timer. So I'm going to ask you to just wait here. Um, I just broke the skimmer. I better put it here. I will have to ask you to wait here until I get something. So I connected both of these aquariums to the Wi-Fi, and then I can basically control it from anywhere in the world. I have to do that with both my planted aquariums here. There's a sad news though. I'll tell you that after some time. But yeah, I can just on and off it. That's pretty good. I hmm. So yeah, the saltwater aquarium. You'll notice that I got a much better light. I'm making a video about that shortly. Andy's doing just fine. I think he is going to go into shedding. I fed a lot more extra just to test this skimmer, and I'm putting it into the sump area. So that's filling up, and I'm going to put this here. This may just completely fill up, and I have to tune it. It's hard to do it. That's pretty low bubbles. It's currently just water. I will have to put the camera down just for a second. So water is just pouring out. So that's a problem I'm facing with this skimmer. By the way, I put a power head in this. I put a wave maker in this tank, and Leo and Oscar are loving it. The flow wasn't really a lot before. I'm going to use that in the big tank though. I'm just testing it out on this tank. By the way, sorry for not doing anything. I have to focus on this, so this might take about 2 minutes. So sorry. I'll just put Andy here. I'll just leave it here. So I just left it at that for now. I'm not liking that there are a lot of air bubbles in the tank, so I will have to do something about this though. I don't think I did enough research before buying the skimmer. So yeah, that is my mistake. Anyways, that tank looks. There are a lot of air bubbles. So, to the sad news, which happened around 3 days ago, I Andy, I mean Arnold Jr. died. So, if you don't know who Arnold Jr. is, he's basically the guppy who used to live here. He's the fry or fancy word for baby fish of the two of my favorite guppies that I ever had based on coloration. Utah, my cobra guppy, and Arnold, my I forgot the exact species, but he died due to fish tuberculosis, which is a huge problem in the guppy keeping, mostly because of the inbreeding that happens a lot. It's and I believe that's why the whole guppy tank actually died. So that's disappointing. Like I look back at the footage and I don't think it was CO2 overdose, but no point dwelling in the past. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this tank though. Well, in fish, I'm definitely not going to throw this tank out. Oscar's completely healed with his hole in the head, and yeah, they're both doing fine. And by fine, I mean really great. Yeah, just talking about just thinking about the guppy which died really saddens me. Hmm. I'm going to try to do a few more changes to the protein skimmer. So wait for 1 minute and we'll go back. Or feed Oscar. Feeding Oscar is really fun. I don't know what I want to do in these live streams. So mm, So yeah, I put the protein skimmer. So I'm going to tweak it. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let me see if there are any new comments. No. Oscar is really fun to feed. So I guess that will basically. Yeah, I should really stop saying basically. But I hope Leo doesn't bite me. I'm going to get some shrimp. So, since it's not Oscar and Leo's usual feeding time, I usually feed them every alternate day. I'm only going to feed a bit of shrimp. This is Pacific white shrimp, or maybe it's river shrimp. I only feed both of those. So, first, let's watch Oscar act like a archer fish. Feeding Oscar is definitely my favorite fish. Leo's my favorite. So let's take this big piece and just feed it to Oscar. Leo, stop splashing water on me. So look at Oscar. Yeah. Leo's always so greedy, but Leo can't really eat this whole thing. Wow, Oscar bit me. Ow, that hurts. Oscar doesn't have teeth, but he has really these. It's hard to describe, but this straight, vertical, rough things. I shouldn't complain. If Leo bit me, I would have been bleeding. Let's feed some to Leo. Ooh. Okay, I guess Oscar gets that one. The small piece for Leo, I guess. And Leo ate that whole. I can't really hand feed any of these fish because, well, hand feeding translates to going to the hospital and getting the hands stitched up. And Leo ate that whole once again. Can't wait to get the big tank since that will be filled with fish and so much fun to feed. Guess Oscar ate that. Oscar is really fast. By the way, if you're new to my channel, this is my Oscar named Oscar, and this is my turtle named Leo, who likes to bite my hand a lot. Mm. The bottom of this is filled with worms. I don't know why, and I guess I overfed it yesterday. So let's see if there are any. Huh. Guess we don't really have that much to do right now. That's something I hate in these live streams sometimes. I actually thought installing the protein skimmer would take a long time, but it's taking a long, it's taking like way too long. So I will do a video on that, I guess, on my saltwater tank in general. Hmm. Let's just watch this infinite loop of, well, things, cameras here. That's a cool effect I like to do sometimes. So let's talk about plants for the big tank. I'm thinking of putting some peacock bass and making a Amazon River biotope, mostly because Leo and Oscar are originally from the Amazon. Well, you could argue that Leo is from the US or North America, but after doing some research, I found that the red-eared slider originally, or the yellow-bellied slider originally started in the Amazon, and I think Leo would really benefit. Also, I don't have any other tank to keep him in right now. So let's. I wanted to do something in today's live stream. Basically, I found a really interesting website, so I think we can try to pick some fish for the tank and help me decide. So I'm just going to put fishshop.com. It's a website that seems to order fish and it has pretty good reviews. There's also Arbus aquatics, which I'm looking at currently since. Wait. Currently, since I'm in lockdown, I can't really go to a fish store and see fish. So I'm looking at digital fish shopping. So that's kind of weird. The reason I'm actually delaying this video for so long instead of just stopping it now is that there was supposed to be one person coming, and if you're watching, come. Okay, it's getting lonely. Okay, anyways, I'm just so there. That's fishshop.com with the extra e. So I guess it's fishshop.com. So it has a lot of selection of fish, including African cichlids and some American cichlids. I guess they mean South and Central American cichlids. And let's look at the large selection of fish. Guppies, angel, barbs, and koi. I'm not interested, mostly because the fish I'm going to put, they're most likely going to get eaten, and that if they're so small, koi get way too big. And I may keep around 200, 100 or 150 barbs, tiger barbs, but I'm still doing research on that. Guppies, no. Bettas, no. Tetras, well, no. Rainbow fish, let's just look at it. Oops, I actually. So some celestial pearl, danios or galaxy rasboras. Definitely not, they'll get eaten. And they're way too expensive. Osmani rainbow fish is an option, but I'm not really sure. Then giant gourami, they might be really big, but I will definitely be able to keep them. But they're not really Amazonian, but I'm not looking for it to be a true Amazonian biotope just to replicate the environment. Cherry barb, no. Red-tailed giant gourami. That looks really good in my opinion. This tank is going to be something like it's going to be a 265 gallon tank, basically a 300 gallon tank because I have a 120 gallon sump, but 265 gallons of space. I should be able to keep giant gouramis, but they still get a big, huge. So neon rainbows will definitely get eaten. All these rainbows definitely. Harlequin rasboras. I'm just going to skip to a place. Huh. What's a Sauba rasbor? I guess they mean a rasbora. I'm not going to keep anything which I don't know anything about. Golden giant gourami, cheap, but again, giant gouramis. And all these. Let's see the second page. Some you, I don't know how to pronounce that, but a species of Rasbora. No. Blood red rainbows. I think these are short bodied. Well, no. Gold white cloud minnows. All of these will get eaten. Blue spotted danios. So that's basically a no for all these. Let's check bottom dwellers. Loach, plecos, and catfish. Siamese algae eaters will get eaten. Golden algae eater, maybe or maybe not. Depends. Red-tailed catfish, even though it's really cheap, it's really huge and needs at least 1,000-gallon tank to be kept. And that's just the minimum tank size, so definitely not. Coolie loach will get eaten, corridoras will get eaten. Clown loach is a good option. In fact, I think I might be going with clown loaches. Thigh glass catfish will get eaten. Otocinclus, Asian stone catfish. That looks really amazing. I think I will have to do some research on that. Featherfin catfish is something I really want to keep, and I think that I can, but I'm not really sure how big they get. So if I can keep them successfully in a tank, well, L46 pleco, that's really expensive. Huh. Jaguar Botia, I think it's a Botia Loach. I think I can keep it. I'm not sure on. It's a schooling fish and it's a bit expensive here, but it's probably like 90% of this in my local fish store. That pleco's really expensive though. Now fish again. Shrimp and lobster, crayfish. I might want to keep these in another tank. I'm working on an ant paludarium, so maybe. Blue shrimp, fire red shrimp, I have them inside my 5-gallon tank. Yellow shrimp, same. Amano shrimp, same. Zebra snail, pretty good cleanup crew. And pretty good fish, and I mean invertebrates for something like a 10-gallon tank. Flowerhorns, let's see, I think this is going to be expensive or really cheap. Magma flowerhorn, it's 3,800. It's moderately priced, but I'm not sure that flowerhorns are a bit of aggressive fish, so maybe not. Arowanas, if you know me, arowanas are some of my favorite fish. And silver arowanas 900 rupees, moderately priced. Huh. A green arowana 3,600 rupees. That's really less for a green arowana. It's a species of Asian arowana. It would typically cost anywhere from 10,000 to 3 lakhs. So it's an expensive fish, but it's only 3,600. I may buy it, but again, it's a big fish. And also, it's Asian arowana. I'm more looking for something from the Amazon if possible. Black arowana. Ooh, that's expensive for a black arowana. 6,750. Chili red, Jardini or pearl arowanas. Huh. Red-tailed gold arowana, my favorite. It's coming in 9,780. That's pretty moderately priced. So yeah, they have a lot of selection of arowanas. So now I'm not looking for saltwater fish. Let's check other exclusive fishes. Parrot, black ghost knives. Ooh, Senegal Baishir. That's really cheap for a Baishir. And I may, well, see. Yeah, maybe we'll get Baishir. Indian mud skipper. If I have a brackish tank, I am going to get that. But since I don't have a brackish tank, well, not for now at least. Green Senegal Baishir. I really love Baishirs and they're so well interactive with you. Some freshwater gobies, peacock bass. This species gets huge. If I'm keeping peacock bass, I will keep the smallest species, which gets around anywhere from three, anywhere from 18 to 20 inches, which is pretty big, but not as big. Which, yeah, this one, the K, I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is the smallest. Ooh, leopard Senegal Baishir. That is expensive though again. The stingrays, black diamond stingrays. I'm still doing research, but I'm not finding any good sources on well what the ideal size for a stingray is. So yeah, Motoro stingray, it's really cheap, and but it gets around this big, 3 feet across. So no. Some assorted killifish, flagtails. I love flagtails. How big do Azul peacock bass get? I'm just going to Google that. Azul peacock bass size. Ooh, it gets 26 to 28 inches. I may be able to keep that, but mostly no. Diamond sturgeon, that gets pretty huge. Well, datnoids, all which get pretty huge. So, yeah, that was the the camera is really hot. Ouch. So, I think that's the end of today's video since the camera is getting way too hot. So, if you liked it, like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, peace